Hello folks, welcome to another video. And yes, this is going to be another video how to make your own burger beef patties. Okay, but this is done my way, the experimental way. So what we're going to do is, I always believe to get the best beef patties for burgers, you got to grind your own meat. So if you don't have a grinder, go out there and get yourself one. It comes in handy for a lot of things. So what we have here is a nice cut of beef chuck pot roast, okay? So there's a lot of uses for this beautiful piece of meat. You can grill it, you can braise it, you can just do a lot of things with it. You can smoke it, which I've done in one of my other videos you can check out. But what we're gonna do is we're going to grind this up. Now, I like this cut and I specifically picked this one with a lot of fat right there. So this is good fat. This is not connective tissue. This is fat that you want. This is fat that when it cooks, it gives you the flavor and all the crispiness. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to doing my own recipe of making the beef patties, and later we'll make the burgers outside on the my griddle, and we'll enjoy them later this evening. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting up the meat in chunks so I can put it in my grinder here. Three ingredients I'm going to add to this. One is onion. I like using white sweet onion. Try it. If you've been using yellow onion all this time, you're going to change your mind. You're going to start using that. I have my salt, my pink Himalayan salt, my corn for, peppercorns for fresh pepper, and the W sauce, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to cut this up. I'm going to grind it. But before I do that, I'm going to use probably about half of that onion for this cut of beef right here, maybe a little bit more than half. I'm first going to grind the onions in my grinder. I'm going to extract the juice from it, so we're just left with the pulp. Then we're going to grind the meat. Then we're going to put the onion with the meat, and we're going to grind it all through, of course, with the W sauce and salt and pepper. Then at that point, we'll use our little patty maker, and we'll go make little beef patties, put them in the fridge, and ready to be grilled or barbecued or griddled anytime you're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to do all of that and show you what I got. So here we have our onion all ground up. What I'm gonna do now is extract the water from it. I'm trying to do this while I'm filming, but so I'm gonna pull this all to the side of the bowl and squeeze it out, get the water from it. Now the reason why I'm getting all the liquid out of it is, one, I don't want my burgers to have too much of an onion flavor, but I want there to be a hint of the sweetness of the chunks rather than, you can taste the meat and the onion separate. And so also the liquid will cause the meat, after being grinded up and made it into patties, to possibly fall apart, especially if you're going to grill it. Now griddling it, not as much of a problem, but grilling it, it may be. So I like to squeeze the juice as much as I can out of the onion. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of all the onion juice. Then we're going to grind our meat, and I'm going to show you where I go from there. By the way, the size of the holes I used on my grinder is the large one for grinding the onions. And I'm going to do the same with the meat. All right, so here, I used the larger size holes on my grinder for the second grind also. So here we had added the ground onions, the salt and pepper, and the W sauce, of course, you can do to your taste, okay? You can do more or less of it, whatever you like. So this is the second time all of this has gone through, second time for the meat and first time for everything together. Now at this point, some people will take this and squish it together and try to, work the meat further. I don't do that. What I'll do is I'm gonna weigh these and I'm gonna divide it into equal portions, and I'm gonna use my little hand press that I have for patties to make the patties. I think leaving it with bigger holes here and not working the meat afterwards too much it leaves enough air in there where it makes your burger really kind of fluffy, juicy, and it's really good, not just taste wise but texture wise. So hang in there, and I'm gonna be making the patties, and I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so when it comes down to making the patties, I like to weigh my meat because then all the patties come out about the same. So I weigh how much meat I have total, and I divide it in between as many patties I want to make. So this time I'm making 8 patties, and it's about 2 pounds of meat, about half an onion, salt and pepper, and W sauce to taste. That gives me about 100, and you can't see it there on the scale, but about 154 grams. So I have 1,230 grams of meat and onion and everything total. Divided by 8, I got 154. So I'm gonna make my patties at 154 gram each. So what I'm gonna do is take that, I'm gonna put it in my press. I have a little wax paper, put another wax paper on top, press it down, and voila, we got our patties. Just press it down. You don't have to be perfect. Now, sometimes when you do this, you're gonna find that when you go to take your patty off, it won't come off. It's gonna be hard to take it off. So what I do in a case like that, I take my knife, a sharp knife, and I just go around the edges. Like that. And you can just flip this right off. You can see I've already made one over there. There you go, got patties. So I'm gonna continue doing that until we got all the patties. So here I have all my patties made up. There is wax paper between them, so you can separate them. So what I like to do with them is put it in the refrigerator to cool down and to kind of settle and come together for at least a few hours. So it's late morning time here. We're gonna be griddling this in the afternoon, so it'll be just perfect. A few hours, just fine. So I'm gonna go in the refrigerator, and then once we get out there to make this, I'll show you how I do my griddle and how I make my burgers. Stay tuned. All right, friends and fellow chefs. So here we are with our burgers. We are going to cook our patties on my outdoor griddle. I have an outdoor cooking area. Maybe one day I'll make a video and show you all my implements I got. But today we're going to focus on our burgers. So we're going to make ourselves zucchini burgers. Okay, we're going to put some zucchinis and some sweet red peppers, which I've already gotten started on my fire here. So we got our beef patties, and we are just going to slap them on. Yeah, you can hear them sizzling. So, there we go. So the delicious beef patties we made are on the griddle. There is something about cooking on the griddle that is just incredibly delicious. Now, a lot of people use the Blackstone, I think it's called, griddle with a ceramic surface. I don't fall for that. Stainless steel is the way to go. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's really worth it. This is a little ensemble I've put together myself. I bought a propane grill on Amazon. Not an expensive one. But what I did is I did some research, and I matched this griddle top to go on the propane barbecue. This little piece here, because it's a cooking grade stainless steel, costs as much as the barbecue that I have. But I tell you, if you ever cook on a stainless steel griddle like this, you will see that it is absolutely gives the food a certain flavor, that you'll notice the difference. So kind of restaurant quality. We also make pancakes, eggs, breakfast. I also do teppanyaki on this griddle. I do Japanese style cooking. I'll make another video and show you how I do that. But yeah, so we're gonna keep our burgers going here. It's looking great, and I'll keep you guys up to date. So hang on, okay? Keep watching. While you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and if you like this video, please like me. All right? Thank you. I got my peppers and zucchinis covered, and you don't have to like me as long as you like my videos, okay? And there I am. All right, it's time to flip these puppies. Oh yeah, check that out. Move them around. Woo! This is, I can smell it and it smells like deliciousness. And we got our peppers and zucchinis going there. All right, in a bit we're gonna grill our buns a little bit, get them a little crispy, and then we'll assemble our burger and I'll show you what we got. Of course, this is gonna be a cheeseburger, so we'll add the cheese in a bit. One of the tools I use when I'm cooking is a thermometer. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, I know when meat is done and when it's not, but you know what? I find it that if you overcook the meat, it'll get too dry. If you cook it just right, it'll be more delicious. So I use a thermometer to see how my meat is doing. As you can see here, I like to cook my burgers to 165. Some people like it rare, that's fine. I don't. And you can see it's 159, 149. We're getting there and we're pretty close. So I'm going to start adding the cheese and start toasting the butter. Alrighty, so we got our cheese on the patties. Beef patties doing what they do best is melt. We got our buns getting all nice and crispy. And of course our zucchini and peppers are ready. So we're gonna let this go. We're gonna let the cheese melt on there. Actually, at this point, I think I'm going to turn my griddle off and we are gonna just let everything sit and kind of simmer there. And then once I assemble the burgers, I'll show you what it looks like, okay? Just hang in there because good stuff is coming up. One thing you wanna remember as a professional chef is that after you even turn the heat off, because of the heat from the stainless steel here, things still continue cooking. So if you wait too long to shut the heat down and let it sit, it's gonna cook too much. It's gonna be too dry. So if you shut it down a bit early, about maybe 5 degrees before you get to 165, you shut it down, you just let it sit there, guess what? Your meat is gonna turn out to be perfect. And look at those buns. I mean, check that out. This is beautiful. These are brioche buns you can buy at the store. I find them to be the best burger buns. I love sesame seeds. I love buns with sesame seeds, but unfortunately, I can't find brioche buns like this with sesame seeds. Look at those zucchinis, which are from my garden. Peppers are from my garden. And I just can't wait until I put this together and I take a bite into it. All right, we'll see you soon. Look at what you can do. It's very easy. All you have to do is watch my videos, follow my directions, and you can have an awesome meal at home, a fraction of the cost, and it's healthy. Look at that cheese. Look at how beautiful that is. So what we're going to do is we're going to garnish our burgers with some tomatoes from our garden, cucumbers, lettuce from our garden, and I'll show you what the end product looks like. By the way, this corn is my experimental corn, which I have another video you can watch and learn how to make this. It's absolutely delicious. You must try. So let's put our burgers together. We'll show you a final product and we'll go from there. All right? Awesome. All right, look at this burger. Can you buy a burger like this at McDonald's? No. Burger King? No. Wendy's, where's the beef? No. Where can you get it? At home. You can make it yourself. So what I'm gonna do is this. Watch. I'm gonna cover this. By the way, those cherry tomatoes and the lettuce is from my garden also. And I'm gonna take a bite. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what I think of it. Okay, here we go, right here. Oh my goodness. Where have you been all my life? Absolutely delicious. Make this for yourself, for your family, for your friends, if you have any. And if you don't, heck, who cares? Live, laugh, and love. Be kind to each other. Be good to each other. Don't lie and cheat. Be humble and kind. I'll see you in my next video. Of course, I'm going to say my burgers are good, but let's get a third-party opinion.
It's amazing.
Define amazing. Yeah, you can.
Speechless.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That speaks for itself. Thank you. Have fun, guys.